The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is the 1st of August. Happy August.
I thought you were going to say happy August 1st. Sorry.
Oh.
Happy August to you as well.
Yeah, happy August. It's 5:30. We get a raise for that as well.
Woohoo.
Movie totals are just climbing right now because of the two big ones, obviously.
Did I hear a word that starts with a B thrown around yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, you did. I think the experts were saying by the time 2 weeks is officially wrapped around 14 days, Barbie's probably going to hit $1 billion. It's not there yet.
Wow.
But the expectations are that worldwide, it will hit it. After 12 days, that's the numbers that I have in front of me right now. After 12 days, worldwide totals, Barbie's $775 million at the box office.
Wow. Good for them. It was a very good movie. It was great. I mean, I would go see it again. And I have to imagine that multiple people have gone to see it.
I think so. Yeah. And then Oppenheimer on the other side. Movies are just balling out there. $400 million for Oppenheimer.
Wow. And they didn't have strong projections for that, right? Didn't even the opening weekend they thought it was going to make 50 million, it made almost 80. They were very surprised at how well it's doing.
Yeah, definitely exceeding expectations. Everyone's just loving the theater right now. The hype train's rolling on, and it's kind of fun to see, I think, the revival of it all and going back and enjoying it all.
Totally, especially with Indiana Jones earlier this summer, with Mission Impossible now. There have been some great movies coming out. If you haven't gone to the theater, you could take your pick of 4 huge blockbusters.
And we got a great theater here as well, so it makes that enjoyable.
On a bit of a renovation kick right now, currently painting my hallway and my kitchen, and my husband's pulling everything out of the closets, meaning should we sell this? Should we sell this? And
oh yeah, clean it up a little bit. Also, your husband's off for the summer, so you got to get things done.
Yeah, exactly. And I love that he has some gumption and motivation right now. I'm yeah, get rid of it. Go, sell it. But then yesterday I was at Canadian Tire and I suddenly thought oh, maybe we should get a new scent for our house.
Oh, like a plug-in?
Yeah, an air freshener.
Or a car one?
No, for the house. A plug-in one.
Yeah, who would do that?
Car one. I mean, that would be fine, but not the point. We're renovating the house. And so I am in the air freshener aisle. Did you know that they have scratch and sniff air fresheners now?
I think so. I think I've walked by those, but I've never really gave them the time of day.
Yeah. You can it took me a long time. I was in there for over a half an hour trying to decide, do I want lavender? Do I want citrus? Do I want this pine cone scent?
Yeah.
And so then I called my husband because I was so overwhelmed by choice. And I was like, what kind of smell would you like our house to be? And he was like, oh, just Google it. So then I typed best air freshener scent. Well, the best air freshener scent didn't come up. It was just a million articles about why you should be kind to people who might stop by your house and get migraines, because if you have an air freshener, they'll have to leave immediately.
Yeah.
So
hey, that could also be a pro about just oh, sorry, you have to leave. Darn.
No, because you'd be having them over. And multiple people also said when I walk in,
can't go to my house, it smells too good in there, and we all know you get headaches, so I guess we got to go to your place.
Okay, so I guess you would never have to be super tidy. But as well, people were saying when I go into a house with an air freshener, I'm what are you covering up? What's actually smells in here? And I was jeepers, I don't want to give the illusion that my house is actually stinky, so I guess we're just gonna avoid air fresheners altogether. I walked away with none. I didn't buy a single one. I know.
Hey, well, there you go. You live up to your frugal title, and we love that. When I say fast food fries, what comes to mind to you?
McDonald's.
Yeah, me too. The only other one actually that just popped into my head that might come to mind is Five Guys.
Oh yeah, because they just fill up that whole bag full of fries. Those are delicious. Those are really good.
Yeah, and they're seasoned nicely, and it's just there's way too many of
and there's
them,
just bags of potatoes in there that just show you that that's what they're putting in your fry bag, which is just
great. Well, another chain is trying to be top of mind when you think of fries, and it's KFC, because they're putting their old fries to bed.
Really?
To bed, to rest. They're burying their fries. Yeah.
They're burying them like they bury potatoes or what?
Kind of, yeah. They're saying RIP to our old fries because we're coming out with new fries today. They put out a website, kfcfryfuneral.com, and they said today at noon. They didn't specify it was Eastern time or whatever, but today at noon, you can watch the funeral of their old fries as they roll out their new ones.
You're kidding. Well, what are they going to do with their new ones? Are there any pictures, any sneak peeks of what we can expect?
A little teaser says they're going to season them differently. So we'll see how that works.
Okay.
Now, I vaguely remember, I don't know if this was just like a KFC in Regina when I was growing up, but I haven't had KFC fries in a long time. And I remember in Regina, I could have sworn it was a KFC. They were like an extra batter or something, or extra crispy. And there was something about them that just like was nonstop. So then I went to KFC here last night. I don't think I've had KFC in like 2 years. Ordered fries. No, they sucked.
They do need to be buried. They need a funeral for sure.
And saying their own words, they're like, our fries suck. So we are RIP our old fries. We're burying them. We're putting them to rest, and we're coming out with new fries. Yeah, they were just so mid. They were so average.
Well, I hope they come out with something other than just seasoning. Like they got to change the shape or something.
Yeah.
Like they can't just be like, we're just going to bury our fries and, oh, look, we put a new salt on them. Like it has to be something substantial.
Absolutely agreed. So I don't know if I ate a lot of fries last night because I was trying to refresh my brain on how they tasted. So I don't know if I'm going to go get some new ones today, but down the road, I'll see if it's worth the change.
I find it interesting that you weren't like, I'll just get a small fry because 1 or 2 will refresh my memory, but you were like, I got to get a ton.
Yeah, I don't know why I ordered a large. It was a big mistake.
A large family size.
I don't know. I'm feeling it today. I don't feel great.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sean. It's time to call our August winner for the Community Champion of the Month. You can nominate them over on our website, mix1037fm.com. This morning's winner is going to get a $100 gift card to Stratosphere Sports. Let's get her on the phone.
Hello?
Hey, is this Jen?
This is Jen.
Hi, Jen. It's Steph and Sean calling. I know I said we were calling to talk to you about your Kong fundraiser, but we also have something else in mind because Hattie Pattie has been crowned Mix 103.7's Community Champion of the Month.
No way!
Yes, Way, and she has gotten so many nominations. It's amazing to see how many people that Hattie Pattie and you as her mom are impacting, and people are really noticing, and just so thankful for all the work that together you do in the community. And not just that, the blood donations, just the joy that Hattie Pattie brings, and then just so many of your accomplishments too, raising so much money for the SPCA, writing children's books about Hattie Pattie. The list goes on and on of all the things that you get up to together, and we're just so appreciative of it.
Wow, I'm like speechless. I'm looking at her and she has no idea that she's just won. This is so awesome. Thank you guys so much.
No problem.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, well, hey, how about you just, Hattie Pattie's going in for her 5th blood donation. Just talk about that a little bit.
She is going in for her bronze medal donation on, I believe it's the 13th of August. So that means that she has had 5 donations. Every 5th donation, they get a medal. Oh. And she has then helped save the lives of 15 animals. So she's even got a few animal friends in Fort McMurray who have joined because of it. And we're just so thankful. It's through the Canadian Animal Blood Bank, and anybody can go online. They have TikTok, they've got Instagram, and their website and everything. And it's such an easy process to join, and they make everything so easy. And we go in, and everybody's so happy. The lady that draws her blood, she calls a doctor on her little buttons, and the other one, she calls them nurses. So she's so excited every time she goes. So this is a huge accomplishment for her, and we're just so excited that we get to do this. So we will post on her Instagram, Hattie Pattie the Golden Child, and we'll do a big thing there when she gets everything.
Amazing. See, he's just saving lives. And then what's the Kong fundraiser that you have going on with our local SPCA here, Jen?
Okay, so because of her 5th donation, we just decided that we wanted to have fun with friends. So we decided that we're going to get some donations. It's called Kongs for Canines, and anybody can donate either straight through the SPCA. You can go on and donate some funds and just say that it's for Hattie Pattie's Toy Drive, or you can drop off Kongs at the SPCA, or you can contact us through Instagram, and we'll be glad to go get all of the Kongs for you if you wanted. We were talking to the SPCA when she won her Animal Hero of the Year this year, and they said that they use Kongs for enrichment treats. So they will stuff Kongs with food and treats, and then they'll go in and they spend hours, she said, just picking at those treats, and that's actual mental stimulation. So we often think that we just need to get dogs' energy out by running them, but you can also do it mentally. And so it's a little puzzle for them. And she also said that there's some people around town that love to go up and take away some stress and help out doing that. So usually they use up to anywhere between 250 at a time. So they've dwindled down to about 20, so we're trying to get another 50 for them by donation day, and we are at 45 so far.
Damn. Okay. Well, big congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you. Oh, thank you guys again. This is so awesome.
Oh, you're so welcome. So not only as she crowned the Community Champion of the Month, we're going to give her a nice spot on our website for the month of August, but also she/you get a $100 gift card to Stratosphere Sports.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much.
You're
Congratulations.
So welcome. Thanks for answering the phone.
Thank you.
When it comes to using apps on your phone, we need you to settle a debate. Do you hard close them? 780-791-1037. You can text or call. We're going back and forth here because we are literally on opposite sides.
Yeah, well, I think that we settled this debate about a year and a half ago when they came out and they said, don't hard close your apps because it doesn't actually save you battery power. In fact, it takes more battery power when you open them again and remind the phone, make it work hard to open the app. So I was like, well, that just gives me permission. I'm leaving them all open as I have for years before, but now I have an excuse to.
So are you just going to go on your phone and go to every page and just press every app and keep it open? And then just have every app running in the background?
No, not every app, just the ones that are open.
Okay.
So there's
I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I have 7 open right now. I'll talk for a little bit. You count yours over there while I kind of spit my spiel. Okay.
1, 2.
So what I do is the ones that I use the most often throughout the day, I'll keep open. So I'll have Instagram, messages, I'll have Twitter, my Chrome browser, weather, and alarm. And those are the ones that I'll have open throughout the day. And then I hard close everything else that I don't really touch during the day. Are you done counting over there?
Yeah.
How many do you have open?
33.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
They're all
That
very
is too
useful,
much.
Sean. I've got banking apps open. I've got my photo app, messages, Airbnb, Business Suite, Typorama, McDonald's,
Oh my
email, my alarm clock, podcast.
33. You don't have to name them all. Oh my
I know, we'll be here
goodness.
all day if I get through them all, but yeah, 33.
So I hover. See, I don't hard close all of them. I keep the main ones open. So that the ones that I open every hour, every 2 hours,
Okay.
I'll keep those in my background. But the other one, I'm just like, get out of here. Better organization skills. I'm a little anal and OCD that way, where I just need to have it the accessibility is right there. I don't
Okay.
have to go swiping through to find the one that I need.
But I don't go swiping through to find the one that I need. I never really hard close anything, and I don't even use that swipe up and move through
Oh,
the
so
app.
you never swipe up and
No,
look for the
I
app.
just go through. I know which page it's on, so I go over to my actual page on my lock
Wow.
screen, and I'm like, here we go. Here's Twitter, ready to open it.
So you're just the old school. See, I'm all about the accessibility and quickly accessing things.
Yeah, I know, but you just find shortcuts and then you put them into practice, and I know shortcuts, and I'm like, the old way works good too.
Okay, well, let's see who's on whose side out here, because I feel like everyone hard closes their apps,
They
and you think no one does.
Nobody does. Nobody has time for that. Nobody's as anal as you are. You are a different breed. You get rid of all your tabs as well.
I
while we're
do.
talking
I can't
about
have an internet browser with 700 tabs open.
Text
3 or 4.
things. 3 or 4, yeah. And I have, it'll take me all day to count
Ew,
them. There's
ew.
probably 50 there.
Ew.
780-791-1037. What are you doing? Hard closing or leaving them open?
We're kind of doing a running tally of how many people hard close their apps, because Steph, you and I are on the opposite sides here. Trending in my direction, I will say.
You think?
100%. Yes. 100% trending in my direction. Instagram says 67% in our poll right now. Hard close it.
Okay, but a lot of people on Facebook have some ideas. Like Andy, he said one of his kids closes all mine out every few days. So he doesn't actually close his apps. He would never close them if not for his kids. So
But
he's
his
on my
phone's
side.
apps are closed. At the end of the day, when he goes to his phone, the apps are closed because his kid does them.
Yeah, but he wouldn't do it. So
That's
I
not
think
a vote in your
It's a
favor.
vote for me, yeah.
No! That is, it's his phone and the apps are closed. Therefore, it's a vote for my favor. And if you want to trend over, if you want to trend over to the Facebook, I just counted it. 6 other people said they hard close them on here. And so that's trending in my favor.
Did you count the people who said they don't?
Well, there's 16 comments and 4 of them are you.
Oh, wow.
And 6 of them are trending in yes, I hard close. So math is hard.
It's not that hard. 6 plus 4 is 10. So that means that we're tied. 6.
No, your comments don't count.
I know. That's what I said. You said there were 16 comments. 6 were for you and 4 were me. That leaves 6 extra. Me. All of these votes for me.
No, because then some of them are like, oh, you mean logging out of apps? That doesn't count as a vote for either of us.
Yes, it does, because they...
No, they mean like sign out of like Facebook, like log out.
Whatever they think, they're saying, I don't do that, so I don't close my app.
We'll transfer over to another form of gathering votes, the text line.
Yep.
Big shout out to Stephanie over there. We love Stephanie. Thank you so much for listening, Stephanie. She is completely a hard closer. It drives her nuts if too many apps are open.
Okay, I do love Stephanie, and I love that she texts us, but I cannot agree with her on this, and I can't believe that she would vote in your favor.
This is the first step, denial. We're just going through the stages here. You're in denial right now.
Well, I still have 33 apps open, and I don't think I'm going to close them anytime soon, Sean. So we'll see which step I've got to next and how long it takes. I had a worse surprise than biting into an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie to find out it's oatmeal raisin on the weekend.
That's pretty tough to beat.
It is.
And I'm very interested to see how you ventured down this path.
Okay. I had some leftover pancakes.
Yes.
I put them in the toaster. I heated them up. I buttered them. I poured syrup all over them.
Great.
They were chocolate chip.
Yeah.
And then I took a bite, and it was a blueberry.
Oh, that's a great alternative.
It's awful. I couldn't believe it. I was like, why does this taste like fruit? Why is this chocolate chip not melting? Why does it have like a little sack around it?
I always forget that you don't like fruit. I'm like, that would be fantastic.
I hate fruit. I cannot handle the texture
my
of it.
goodness.
And then to be hot and in a pancake disguised as a chocolate chip, how could they?
Did you eat around the blueberries or do you just give up on them?
Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. I pulled a couple more out just to see their
Right.
little, like, you know how blueberries, when they're in a pancake, they kind of start to, they're still a
Bleed
shape
out a
of
little
a
bit?
circle, but then their skin folds out behind them,
Yeah.
like it's like they're naked.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, nope, that's a blueberry. That's a blueberry too.
Were you checking to see if any of them were chocolate?
Well, I had 2 pancakes, so I thought perhaps maybe one of them
Oh, my
could
goodness.
serve me as a delicious lunch that I was expecting and smelling
Yeah.
and had buttered perfectly. I left them on the table. My husband was outside. About an hour later, he came in and he's like, oh, I'm hungry. And I was like, well, there's some blueberry pancakes on the table. He was like, I'm like, they're freezing cold and covered in syrup and butter, so you can't really do anything with them. He's like, no, they're delicious.
care. Yeah.
He gobbled them up. He was so stoked. And I was like, wow, we have 2 very different reactions to the same experience.
I'm very happy this story had a happy ending and the pancakes didn't go to waste. I might have shed a tear over here if you said you would have thrown them out.
You probably would have been like, what? It's Tuesday? You made them on Saturday? Bring them to work. I want them.
A new candidate came forward for worst neighbor in the entire world over the weekend.
Who is that?
It's the Twitter, aka X building.
Oh, yes, I heard about this.
In San Francisco, so their official headquarters. Now they're doing their official rebrand, and they've took down all the bird stuff, and they're bringing up their big X. And I want to say their building maybe is like 7 stories high
Yeah.
or so. It's not too high up, but then on top of the building, they had their big branded X, and of course, in true Elon fashion, it has to just be the biggest and brightest thing ever. So it's like a fluorescent strobe light X on
and
the
it's
building.
bright white. Like, it's not like it's like colorful, so maybe it could be a bit subdued.
Yeah.
It looks like a giant lightning flash or a camera flash.
The brightest light that he has all the money, so the brightest light he could buy, probably.
Yeah, or like when you accidentally go through a speed camera or a light and you see that flash and you're like, no, but this is just over and over again.
And it's strobing. And now their headquarters is located right across the street from like apartment buildings. And this is like a high rise that goes 40 floors or whatever it might be. Whereas this building's only like 7 or 15 floors, somewhere around there. It's much smaller. So this light is just strobe lighting all day and all night into this apartment across the street.
And I did actually hear an interview of a guy chatting about it because it's coming straight into his window.
Oh, geez.
And he said that, you know, people are complaining about it. This is too big. And then other folks are like, just get some blackout curtains. You're fine. And he's like, what? Why do I need blackout curtains? So maybe my neighbor should be a bit nicer. And he also mentioned that he was watching a movie with his wife and had to turn off the movie because the strobe was so strong. It was reflecting on their TV and they couldn't watch the movie properly.
There is a conclusion, though, because maybe enough people complain. The X is already taken down.
You're kidding.
It lasted like one day, and they're like, no, you can't do this.
Okay, Twitter movement. There you go.
Yeah.
You heard of wall Pilates, Sean?
Wall Pilates. No, I've never come across it. I can kind of envision a little bit of what it is, but I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I mean, I had never heard of it until about 2 weeks ago, and now it is pretty much every second post on my feed.
Uh-oh.
Either my friends have fallen victim to the influencer vibes and have decided to do the 28-day wall Pilates challenge, or some fitness place or another is advertising to me that I could have a different body by the end of August if I just started doing wall Pilates now.
Interesting. And did you look it up beforehand, or?
Never.
Oh.
I had never heard of this before. It's just like the newest trend in fitness.
There we go.
And I know that I'm not the only one being attacked by these ads, being that so many of my friends have turned into wall Pilates people.
Is it a local place?
No.
That's sponsoring these ads,
It
or
is not.
your friends are posting about it as well?
It is not a local place, and my friends aren't local either. It's just like the internet has been taken by storm. I can't believe you've never seen these.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe they have wall Pilates for dudes. It's always a girl in my ad, but maybe.
I never even notice ads on my or sponsored stuff on my feed, so I don't know.
You don't?
No. No, I can. It's so vastly different than what I follow that I just instantly scroll by. I don't even pay attention.
Wow, I am the absolute opposite. I'm like, what do you got for me today? Like, oh. And then I pretty much assume that I must be following this person since I'm seeing it. And it takes me till the end of the ad to realize, like, oh, wait a second. But by that time, I've already signed up for a 28-day wall Pilates challenge.
Yeah. If it's not a baseball or soccer highlight or a dog, I scroll by it pretty much.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, you don't know then. Maybe you are getting advertised for baseball, soccer, and dogs. And you're just like, oh, this must be a friend posting it. No, you're not that.
No.
No? Okay. Sean, I've learned a new term for you.
Yeah, bring it on.
Human core.
Human core. It's literally your belly area.
Your core?
Yeah.
Okay. I could see why you're thinking that, but that is incorrect. Would you like to try again?
Well, it's right. It's not incorrect. It's right. But you have a different one in mind.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's like, you don't walk up to somebody and say, oh, your human core is showing like, it's like literally
Okay, my next one.
Okay, thank you.
It's like how to design a space in a building for like humans.
Oh, interesting.
It's like a design concept. Let's human core this a little bit.
Okay, no.
Level up your lexicon.
I had a third.
Oh, pardon me. Okay.
Wow.
You can have another guess. Go ahead.
It's when humans do things with no help from AI.
Oh, wow. I hope that we don't need a word for that yet. Are you done?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Level up your lexicon.
No, human core is basically documenting normal moments of humanity and sharing it instead of the perfected feed. So, you know what I mean?
Go on.
So basically, like, oh my gosh, two loved ones just, saw each other after a long time and somebody videoed it and they like hugged in the street and it's just like a moment of beautiful humanity. I'm going to video that and post that instead. Or, oh, why do we always wave when we're on the Jumbotron? That's like humans being humans. I'm going to document that and that kind of thing. So it's basically just like moments of normal humanity instead of being like, and now I'm going to make you this recipe and I'm going to make sure it takes me 6 hours to film it, even though it only takes 20
Right.
minutes to cook because it has to be perfect.
Yeah, just unedited pieces of life of humans.
Yeah,
All
human
right.
core.
There we go.
New
It makes
word for
sense.
you. Thank you.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.